That's nasty, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no nutty to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no nutty to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Man, I don't know no other man. You like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no nutty to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Man, I don't know no other man. You like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso, extendo.
Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? It's the last episode. I'm so excited. Not that I'm ready to just be done with the show, but I am excited that this is the finale episode. And I feel like with everything that happened, they wrapped it up pretty well. I feel like I was satisfied. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. But welcome to this wrap-ish. You know, we wouldn't want to curse here. Season 2 finale. Please do not forget that I am not only streaming on my channel, but also just my opinions channel. So show us some love on both ends. Get up in here, say what's up. I'm looking at them comments. I'm gonna need them to mount up a whole lot more than that. I don't care if y'all put a 1, a smiley face. I don't care if you put a microphone in the chat. Just put something in there to let us know that you are here, and that will let everybody else know that we are here so they can come through and get into this with us. But let me read some of this, and we're going to bring out my guest, and we are going to get started. This has been really, really wonderful, and I'm happy to end it off with him. Let's see. Great job with the review of TLC movie. Now it's time for the ish. Thank you so much, TG, and thank you so much for that purchase. I love doing that movie, and I had a good time, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it too. Hello, Nicole. Thank you so much for being here. Really excited to talk about this episode. Me too. You know my slides are ready. Shauna's a beautiful woman, but she's so damn naive. It's frustrating. Thank you so much for that, Evan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me read one more. My little heart broke for Duke, but I knew she tricked the bag off when she ran up on Shorty at the meeting. Oh, and but with all that being said, I would like to bring out my guest. This has been really great to do this with him, and I can't wait to hear what he thinks about this episode. Coming to the stage, the man that reviews everything all the time, every day, Brandon!
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How y'all doing out there? How you doing?
Oh, hello, B. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me, man. This is fun, you know. I appreciate you having me on, chopping it up about this show. You know, whether we agree or disagree, having a good time.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to talk about. I think these are the most slides. The whole time we've been doing this, these are the most slides I've ever had. But
Nice.
right? How did you feel about them wrapping up the show? Because, you know, there were pretty much a lot of loose ends. Do you feel like they did a good job, and did it leave you satisfied?
For the most part, yes. I kind of had a bad taste in my mouth with one character and the way they're ramping it up, because I'm just like, there's no way we can feel sorry for you while you're whining and crying and, you know, things like that. But for the most part, I did enjoy myself. I did. I have my nitpicks here and there. But we kind of talk about this behind the scene before we hit the live button. But I mean, there's just overall, there's parts of the show that I really love, but there's parts that really grind my gears. And it's just a weird experience for me, because I can't remember the last time I felt this way about a show, to where, you know, I like it, but I don't like it, but it still draws me in. I still want to know what's going to happen next, you know. And of course, you know, my crush that I have on the show. I don't think I've expressed that live to anybody, but and of course I got some commentary as far as her is concerned. But even though the show is weird for me, I still want to know what's going to happen in season 3. I kind of like that they leave it. They finish it off, but leave it open. I don't know if I'll be back to do recaps next time for season 3. We're just gonna have to see, but I'm definitely gonna tune in, on my own and just to consume what they got coming because I'm invested. So
Yeah,
I want to see
yeah.
what's gonna happen next.
I pretty much feel the same way, and I know that a lot of people. I think with this season, it grew on people a lot more than the first season. But I don't know if we're lucky enough to get that third season. This would be something that I am jumping on to discuss. Do I mind? Absolutely not. But once again, y'all, we need that engagement to be there. We need those likes. We need them super chats. We need the comments, all that good stuff to get us in that algorithm. And this just isn't that show. And then if it's like not that show, and then you're also pulling yourself to really get into it, it's like, why we here again? But this has been really, really great, and I enjoyed this season way more than the first one. But
Definitely.
getting on into it, be like, was there any loyalty in this show? Like, I cannot even say that I'm surprised at where we ended up. But before we even get there, this is for the them. There's they themselves over there. Like this is for everybody. Gat's pandering promotional tour. How did you feel about this? And this felt really, really familiar. Of course, he is milking all of the sympathy and whatever he's promoting, the songs, and I'm assuming, I believe he's on the charts now, and just really getting Lord's AK situation for all that he can before he moves on. How did you feel about this?
I wanted to throw up, and I like the guy's face on the right because he's reading through all of his BS. I mean, I think it's obvious to everybody that Gat is a fraud. He's a drifter. He's just no good. I mean, he just looks artificial. With his suit, with his button down and tie and glasses
Yeah.
on. But I'm glad that old dude was just like, bro, or do you have anything else to say? Because I don't, I need to go to the restroom because you're making my stomach hurt over here. And so he's whack for that. And there was justice served at the end because of all this. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but just a textbook example of a loser, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is just it. It really just goes to show what he was using Lord AK for, and it's just really sad. Like this episode solidified that kind of low key nobody genuinely cared about Lord AK, and that was just really, really disappointing to see. But y'all be sure to hit that like button, leave those comments. It is about 50 people here in this chat. I should be seeing those comments move a whole lot more than they are. But moving on to the next slide and away from the them, they, theirs, and those, because it's for everybody. Like that cracked me up. Like, really, Gat? Mia just tell partisan your whole social damn, like, tell him your social security number, girl. You're gonna tell him all your business. We get into partisan Fontaine, scamming, and the new song. B, are you familiar with partisan Fontaine?
I am not. That's the gentleman that they in the top left, correct?
Yes.
That they were trying to. He looked familiar, but I can't lie. I don't really know who that is. If I hear something in my ear, I may be like, "Oh, I've heard that before or seen that before." But right out when I was watching, I was like, "Who is this guy?" I can't put my finger on it. So, yeah, help me out here. I'm eager to see what y'all gonna say.
Well, you're not going to hear him all that much on the radio. He does have his own solo career, but most notably, he writes for Cardi B, and he was for a few years Megan Thee Stallion's boyfriend. So that, and y'all know in the chat, if y'all familiar with this show, I know y'all keeping up with that and the whole mess that's going there with his little diss song because she brought him up in the song. So just to see him here prior to that situation, it's getting real messy. It's getting real messy with their situation. But he does mostly write for female rappers, if I'm not mistaken, mostly Cardi B. But
Are you a fan of him yourself, or is it not like that?
he's cool. Like, it's not something I just run to go listen to. He's more of a more so, I think, a positive artist towards women. He doesn't do too much, even if you considered it pandering or whatever. He speaks positively about Black women in his music, which I'm always going to be here for. But it's not something I'm just, it's not, just something I'm listening to on the regular because I'm not that much of a fan. But Yeah, the girl's got a song and he wants to get into, the feelings. I need to know what's going on in your life so I can just really capture that. How did you feel about Mia? Mia is so unprofessional and it takes me out every time. Mia is so ghetto. I love it and I hate it at the same time. Well, like
Man,
you was I don't even want to repeat it because it was trash, but how did you feel about Mia in her situation, given everything, Lamont just laying it out there, and then you have the likes of Shauna trying to downplay, like, yeah, we're gonna talk about scamming, get locked up. Like, no, that's not something I want to lead with, Francois. How did you feel about that? In their
it
song
wa
as well. Did you like the song?
no, it was a train wreck. It was, and I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous to talk about this scene right here because I was like, I'm gonna bash it and people are gonna get upset for what I have to say, but I don't know. I just have the energy right now. But why are you talking about your personal relationships with this guy? That's just it's not even necessary, like it was bad on all across the board, all three of them. Now, Mia was the worst. I don't know why Francois had to be like, yeah, we doing scamming and I forgot exactly what he said, but when they walked out of there, Shauna was like, I don't want to, idolize criminality, just to get a bag. What's going on, pretty girl? But I mean, like, damn, y'all, they were so ill prepared for this, I mean, and we all get nervous when we're trying to do interviews, you know, whether it's in entertainment or like a real job. I get anxious myself, but never to this degree. I'm not gonna. So, Brandon, tell me about yourself. Well, last night, me and my baby mama, we was arguing, and then she threw the drink across the room, and it hit the wall, and I'm just like shaking my head. I mean, it was funny. It was a bit cringy, but at the same time, I kind of liked it because it just
This is
gives you
Mia.
stuff that I've never seen before, with these characters. Like it's just so many WTF moments, and this was possibly one of the biggest ones, and Shauna's expression on her face at the bottom right was quite hilarious. But and about that song, no, I didn't like it. Oh, that's your nigga. I'm gonna F him. I'm like, geez, no shame. But okay, that stuff
Oh,
sells to
boy.
some people. So
Well, we're creating the song with Shauna, not really, whatever. I'm gonna take from what Mia had to share into the conversation, and we wrapped the whole song around that. But it really reminded me of that moment where they were meeting with the executive, and he was like, "Yeah, tell me about yourselves, what you can do. Like, we some real scamming ass bitch." I was like, "Ma'am." But this was this was a little bit better. This is a writer and this is a studio, but Mia is gonna always be Mia no matter where she goes. But I think this was a great visual of what Francois, like, he's overly eager, like he wants so badly to use them and use the situation. Like, it's just really crazy to me how neither one of them can really see that Francois is not genuinely there for them like that.
Oh,
Ah,
and I'm sorry, but before
no,
we
go
go on
ahead.
to the next one, somebody made a comment when we first started saying, they love Shauna, but she's so naive. I still help me out. I still don't understand why she's there or they're there because they realize that he lied to them about
Yes,
Raina.
yeah.
And there was no confrontation about it. Like, say, bro, you told me that you dropped her, but she dropped you, and she's not only working with Gat. We found out that they smooching at the end. But why didn't that? I mean, she doesn't have many options.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wish she would have caught him out on that. So
They're desperate, B. Like they
yeah.
are so eager and so desperate, right along with Francois with I love Dimples on Demand. Like, why was he trying so hard to push that criminal record? Like, if we could just capitalize on any little thing, we're gonna do it no matter what it is. But they're just desperate and being blinded by is this gonna be our big break? Are we gonna get some money now? Because we're broke. Like, they're just broke and they want some money. And they do, B, they
Yeah,
just want to get on. But
right.
Mia, I am so happy for you. I did not feel that Shauna's I'm happy for you with Courtney saying he wanted to release the feature with Mia as like maybe a main single, maybe have Mia out there kind of solo. And it was like, oh, I'm so I thought it was fake. Did you feel like she was genuinely happy for Mia to be on somebody else's record?
I'm sorry, Tyra. Ask that one more time. I don't understand what you.
Well, when Mia says that, the song that she worked on last episode with Courtney, he's about to put that out there as a single. Like, I'm going to be out there in a solo situation. You didn't come with me. You had to go tend to jailbait. So I
Right.
had to, be on the record by myself. So, and she said, oh, I'm happy for you. Did you feel like she was genuinely happy for her?
No,
Okay.
no, I did not. What about you?
I did not. I thought it was just like that's, it's different when you start doing little solo projects and stuff and we're supposed to move as a group. But yeah, you were over there with Maurice and couldn't be there. But I did not feel like it was genuine. Just like I didn't feel like you were babysitting Maurice, you gonna hold him down. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get his name tattooed in Old English around my neck. Like
Right.
that was so trash to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about because I know personally I was not messing with Shauna this episode at all. Like, and Shauna has grown on me a
Really?
lot. I was not like, and I'm gonna get into why, because I was like, girl, really? But we have multiple deals on the table. Not only do we have the situation with Francois, we have the Red Bull deal here. Like, were you surprised that this woman came through for Chastity?
No, I wasn't. I thought that it was a strong chance that it could happen.
Mhm.
I think that she really genuinely wanted to make the deal go through. I think it was Kurt that was like, yeah, I know you're passionate about them and that you're referring them, but I just can't do it because of XYZ. And
Yeah.
so I thought it was genuine. First time I saw it, I didn't really feel that way, but I thought about it some more, and I do feel that it was genuine. I wasn't surprised. I was more surprised that it didn't work out in the end,
Mm.
um, if anything. But I was happy, with this scene where I was like, okay, this how they're gonna wrap it up. So
Yeah.
next season they're gonna be on tour, or making their rounds, performing, etc., getting paid, living in their dream. I just thought it
Mhm.
was a different team, But I thought this meeting right here was genuine.
Yeah, the meeting was cool. Like, I still didn't trust this woman. I just did
Oh,
not. I
because
just did not.
you said think she just wants some booty. Okay,
Well, when the way that it was introduced, I was low key a little with Mia. Like, we're in, it's not for you to know our pockets, but you're presenting a deal to us. When can we expect anything? Well, what's the money looking like?
right,
And we love, all the empowerment and all the females, and we're trying to do this, but it's like, yeah, what is the money gonna look like? Like,
right,
it's very I think later in the episode, me's like, I kept asking, she was bringing up, women empowerment every time I asked her
right,
about some
right,
money. Like, but it felt like something that she was presenting, but it wasn't something that she could actually promise herself. And I felt
mm,
like it rolled
okay,
over into when Chastity was, calling her. I just didn't feel like it was anything set in stone enough for her to be presenting it to them. I just didn't believe that. And then I definitely, in the end, she definitely didn't expect for Chastity to overstep her. Like, okay, well, wow, not moving the way I need you to. Like, this is very urgent for me. So maybe I should go to the main person and stop kind of maybe dealing with the middleman. But yeah, if
right,
it's not set in stone, don't come presenting anything to me. But I
right,
thought it also
right,
said a whole lot about Shauna's character, because this is everything that she's ever wanted to hear. We're here for the women empowerment, and we're going to be pushing this, that, and that. And that's all Shauna ever wanted. But you see towards, when we get later into the episode, they get to really choosing. Mia's gonna go whichever way the bag blows, but Shauna is
right.
very, I just need to know, like, no, I ain't think it
So
was.
so were you disappointed with the way Shauna presented herself at the meeting? Did you think it was
No,
unprofessional or
no, I
okay,
was fine with the way that both the ladies presented themselves. Like, I was just like, Mia, don't you look, girl.
okay,
I was fine with the way that both of the ladies presented themselves. I just they weren't really just being honest with themselves a lot of this episode. Like, they're broke, they want some money, especially Shauna. She's always trying to act above.
yeah,
Like, this
yeah,
is
right,
beneath me, when
right,
this isn't this is about the bag for you also. Even though we want to be, politically correct and do more things with our music and not be so secular in the body and the image and all those other things, when it came down to it, Shauna made the decision that she made, just like Mia.
right.
But this is where I was like, Shauna, get out my face.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
This
yes.
is where, like, how am I gonna make it out here without you? I was like, girl, this was so fake to me. I don't care what nobody got to say because I'll be reading y'all comments. Y'all be caping for Shauna so hard.
Really?
This was so fake to me. Like, this was overnight. Oh, Maurice, how do I live? How am I just gonna make it out here
That's
without
Celine
him?
Dion.
I wanna know. Like, I just thought I was
Yeah.
like, this felt real. Like, let me play it close, just like Shasby told her. Let me play it close because I don't want him to attach me to anything and turn me in. That's what this felt like to me. I felt like Shauna was playing a game.
Mm.
How did you feel about this, B?
I'm gonna call you Tasha. Struggles had some experience in the game. You know, I like that. I like your radar. But yes, you're 100% right. You hit the nail on the head there. I don't like it, and their relationship is just kind of weird to me. You know, like I don't understand it. I mean, I do, but I don't. But yeah, you're 100% right. And I don't like Maurice. I just don't.
Mm.
To be honest with you, his scenes I get bored. I just want to skip through. You know, I just don't like the guy, and so I'm just kind of laughing right now because you going to jail, you know, and I don't feel sorry for you. So yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I don't want to jump too far ahead. But yeah, he's not for me. He's my least favorite character out the whole show. If it wasn't obvious.
Yeah, and they were trying to like really milk it this last episode. I was like, I'm amazed y'all fit this in here this often. They really wanted to have us on the fence of whether or not if it got down to the wire, was he actually gonna turn Shauna in? Like, it felt like
Yeah,
if she made one little misstep, child, if she don't come to this party or answer this phone or look me in my eyes at this moment, I'm turning her
right.
in. Like that they did really well to me building up tension there. But yeah, I thought Shauna was laying it on real thick. I just love getting into like Shauna. Shauna is finally living in her truth. You are a seducer and you are a schemer, and that is
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember his name, so I just put Haitian cousin. Please to you too. Like all of y'all can get out my face. Like, bruh, just water my plants, man. I'm gonna be gone,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
gone to November. It's like, oh, bring it in, cuz. And I'm just thinking, you're just happy that it's not gonna be you.
Right.
I felt like everybody was playing on Maurice time.
Right.
When
Right.
did they get all like? I got so many shots of the cousin like smiling, like it's okay, like come on, it's all right, like this, yeah, it's all right because it's not you, and they hugging it out all of a sudden when they were just very, very combative at first. Did you feel like
Right.
the cousin was genuine?
No. The cousin, I don't like Maurice, and I don't like the cousin even more. Just the way he acted the last. I mean, just in general. Like when we first was introduced to him, I think in episode 1 or 2 of the season, when he pulled up outside and sent Maurice to text, I just got bad
Mhm.
vibes from him right then
Yeah.
and there. So I don't like him at all. It's funny you say you don't know his name, but you call him the Haitian cousin. But
Yeah.
I just, not
Uh,
not for me. Not for me. Not for me. It's somebody that I want to kind of knock out. But it's
let's see.
just
Dimples on Demand said, "Do you think Shauna ever liked Maurice?"
Um, no, no. I know she checked him a couple of episodes ago because he was like, "You was mean to me in the very beginning," and she was just like, "No, I had a boyfriend, but I think Shauna is just using him for
Mhm.
male attention." Because
Yeah.
some women do like the male attention, non-sexual type thing. I mean, she will get it in, but yeah, I don't think she really cuts for him like that.
Yeah, I thought it was just, a means to an ends type situation. Even when she got with him in the first place, like this comment here from Dimples on Demand, like it was just out of necessity. Like I really didn't care anyway because I already had a boyfriend. But as soon as that started to go left, my pockets were getting light. Then we started to get closer and closer to Maurice. And then we see in this season, not only am I at risk of maybe going down with you, but I need somewhere to stay right now. That's not Mia's
Right,
house. I need to go back and forth. So it just feels really convenient for her to be laying it on that thick. Talking about, how am I gonna make it out here without you? I'm gonna miss you. So,
right.
girl, stop.
Just kind of reserve her spot for the future and keep it warm.
Somebody
So
say you think she gonna hold him down? Absolutely not. She's not holding anybody. Pop, hold me down. She's
mm-mm.
not holding down anybody.
Nope.
Who the hell are you yelling at, Francois?
Ooh,
Lose
ooh.
Chastity or I'm walking away. How did you feel about this, B?
I don't like him. He's my like how okay. How can you get him? I don't understand why he was upset in the first place. Like, bruh, what is she supposed to do? Like, you know, like stiff arm everybody that, in the industry that makes an offer. They don't have anything. They haven't signed anybody, and all she's doing is just like, hey, look what happened to me, and he's freaking out, screaming and stuff. So no, like that was completely out of pocket. It just goes to show, like, Shauna, like, come on, man, why are you letting this dude talk to you like this? You already know he lied to you, and you're just gonna metaphorically kind of walk away from this conversation with your tail between your legs. I didn't like it at all. This is Francois is a giant red flag. And she needs to pay attention. She needs to fix her antennas because they are clearly turned the F off right now, and it's not good.
This is just crazy, B. Like, it's beyond naive at this point. Not even
Yeah.
just with Shauna, but with Mia as well. Like, he's made his agenda very, very clear, and they just choose to keep kind of pushing it to the side, especially Shauna, because I know there's a part in this episode when they're at their dilemma, and she's like, well, Chastity's like, family. She's like, well, first of all, it's family too. I was like, girl, what? This is not your family. Like, that just goes to show that we already know that she don't have anybody. But he's not for you. You know how big of an opportunity it could be for you to have this deal here, have this work it, and also have this publication, something as big as Red Bull to sponsor you.
Right.
Like, it's a win-win situation. The fact that he is trying so hard to push Chastity out of the loop, Chastity must be something lethal out here. Chastity must be some type of untapped potential that once she digs into it, maybe season 3, I don't know, it's just going to be like, oh, I knew she was coming for my gig. Like, I ain't never liked her in the first place. Like, he's going to be a major hater. There is no real reason why he should be just trying to push Chastity out the way as bad as he is. Like, he goes hard for that. That is absolutely crazy. And I just couldn't believe he yelled at Shauna like that. And she was like, oh, all right. Like, really, Shauna? This was too much. This
Very
was too much.
disappointing.
And I think this, once again showed his true colors, that the girls are just choosing to avoid to get to the bag. Oh man. He just trying to control y'all. Tell him again, Chastity. Tell him again, Chastity. I was like, well, at least they filled her in this time, but I just hated this pressure at this moment they were putting on. You need to get the deal and see what the money, because we were trying to make a move now. Understandable, but when Francois was on his little hiatus in Maui, he was probably sitting on his couch just ignoring y'all phone calls. It was all about Chastity. It was all about Chastity just last episode. B, I was already mad. I know when we reviewed the first season and Chastity never got anything in writing to say who she was. Like, she was expecting loyalty from these girls. Like, I have held y'all down. You already had to prove yourself beyond measure to goddamn Shauna, which was ridiculous every single episode for I don't know how long. And she always goes out of her way, but it's never been anything to say that this is my group. It's just always been, oh, I'm just taking your word for it. That was so silly, and I'm hoping Chastity moves differently in the future. But how did you feel about this and them putting pressure on her, like, to make something happen with that deal right away? Or we might have to just go with Francois or whatever. Like, was that fair at all?
Well, I look at it different. I don't think they was really putting pressure on her. I think they were just updating her with the situation that was going on. Just like, hey, because they're not talking to Kirk and the other chick, the pretty chick. And so they don't really know, because when the couple of scenes before this, when they were presented with the deal, I think that was their first time meeting them. So I didn't really think they was pressuring her. I think Chastity kind of just got anxious and took that upon herself. Like, damn, I got to do something now. I'm a lose them. And so
she was.
I am no expert myself, and of course, hindsight is 2020. It just would have been best for Chastity not to do what she did, because she lost the business and professional relationship. She said there was pressure. I don't know.
I felt like it was, because even though this entire episode, especially when we get into Mia, because of course Shauna never had a connection to her, it was always Mia. It felt like if you don't make something happen now, we may have to, consider his offer more. Like, we trying to get to the bag now. It's a song. He's putting something on the table. Yeah, I just did also. I put something really great on the table. I'm just not guaranteed from what I know that you can get it tomorrow. Like, this really lit something under Chastity. I think she could feel that the girls were just shifty, and if it's all of that, like I would have been left these girls on the ground. I'm sorry, because the loyalty was just very, very dry, and I just hated that we had to resort to this. The women
Yeah.
in the game, she knows she one of them. I was like, Chastity.
That was unprofessional as hell right there. Like, man. Yeah.
Wow, let's see. You weren't answering the phone. How did you feel about her not answering and Chastity just jumping in there and getting to whatever his name was? I don't know. This white
Kurt.
man, as I love to say. Kurt, yes.
Yeah, Kurt.
White Kurt. She
Yes.
just jumped in there. Did you feel like this was okay?
No, it was not okay. I mean, I do like, Chastity's tenacity and how ambitious she is, but yeah, this was not the move right here. Only way this would have been okay is if she literally organically bumped into them on the street somewhere, but of course that's not what happened. She kicked the door and boom, boom, boom. I mean, I got to give it to her. She's able to finesse her way in there. I'm not saying that this was like you had to wear a blazer to get in, but she's able to maneuver around, like a chameleon. But this was not the move. She should have just left a voicemail or a text message, and I'm just like, okay, I guess it's not going through. And if they get it, they get it. If they miss out, they miss out. And so she lost the business deal and the relationship, but I don't really think she cared about the latter anyway. So yeah, but yeah, this was not the move.
I was mad at Chastity, but at the same time, I wasn't, because once she got in there and started talking to Kurt, it really didn't even feel like Shauna and Mia was on his radar at all to deal with them at all. It just really
Yeah.
didn't feel like there was any, just the deal that she presented to the girls and how excited she was, as if it was something that was going to come into fruition really, really soon. It felt like he was really unsure, and it was something that wasn't going to happen. And maybe this was something that she kind of had in her pocket. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But in the meantime, this will keep Chastity here. I felt that this was very strategic. I just wasn't feeling this lady's energy, but it didn't. I didn't feel like, it just felt like when she was presenting stuff to him, it was like, well, this is a risky situation. We got a little. It didn't feel organic at all. But it was unfortunate that she lost out on this situation, and we all know that Duke is going to get into wherever she wants to get into.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the women and the gays, and she knows she won't. Like, how do you even know that I want him? I think that put it over the top. Like, girl, you putting my business out there in the street.
Right. Kurt probably had no idea that what her sexual orientation is. That's rude as hell. So yeah, Chastity, she dropped the ball there big time.
Almost 80 people here in this chat. Please keep hitting that like button and keep leaving comments. Do that. Show us some love here, please. This is the last time we will be discussing this show, so show as much love as possible, please.
Yes.
This was child's play. Oh, I put, damn, I really need help from this nigga.
Yeah.
Melissa's birthday party here. Can I just say right off the back, I have loved the progression of Mia's mother. These little small subtle changes that they have made with Mia's mom to kind of scoot her along, I really appreciate them. But we clearly are having a joint birthday party, and we can't afford, we swiping the card and we can't get the mood box. Like, I'm gonna take it down with the children in the girl. Yeah, you ain't got the money. I'm gonna deflate it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna deflate it. I love that her mom stepped in. Like, I do it. It's my grandbaby. Like, ma'am, yours declined too. Like, oh, Lamont.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about this? And do you have anything to say about Mia's mom?
Okay, about Mia's mom. I was gonna say something else. Mia's mom is growing on me. I liked her behavior here. I mean, I'm just glad that she's there in general. Their relationship isn't the best, but you don't got to be. I'm not a parent. Tasha. Why I keep want to call you Tasha? What the hell?
I don't know what you been watching.
I don't even know Tasha like that. But we've talked about behind the scenes. About being a parent and all the ins and outs, and joke that I would always call you when I finally have a son or daughter, knocking on wood. But my point is that, to my understanding, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. That's the most important thing. And I even though it ended in drama, I liked that everybody was there. The mom, the dad, the grandma, especially. don't want to jump too far ahead. I just really like the way that she acted. She was one of the more mature people there, especially
Yes.
when Lamont's girlfriend showed up. She didn't. She wasn't acting like Mia. But it's just also cool. It's embarrassing. That her car declined, but at least she tried. Just like, well, hey, it's my grandbaby. This will be my gift to her.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but I mean, she was cool. She's going on. She's
I
going
just
on.
thought it was cute how most of Mia's friends here, they resulted, even though they aren't the most mature women in the first place in a lot of situations, everybody looked like teenagers, like children this episode. I
Yes,
thought I seen Capri Suns. Everybody just looked like a
yes,
child.
yes. Especially when it was in the bouncy house thing. That
Yeah.
was my favorite part of the episode right there. It's like therapy for all of them.
Oh, this is extremely messy. Like, I don't know why I was hoping that Mia could be a little mature about this birthday party situation. But yeah, once we had once we had the friend go, yeah, he think he done leveled up. What you mean? You think she'll level up? You think she better than me? Like, what you trying to say? Like,
Yeah, she light
very,
skin and now this, yeah.
very, very insecure. Like, I was fine. You can have your feelings, at your baby's birthday party. You don't want to see the other chick, just like Lamont didn't want to see you last episode. Fine. When she told Melissa to go, yeah, go over there and tell your daddy loud. Why she at your party? I was like,
Awful. 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 And I don't like the way she was dressed.
oh, Mia for the kid's birthday
Yeah.
party.
I mean, I'm not a guy to be like, hey, you shouldn't dress like that ever.
Mhm.
I think I've only felt that way one time, like 10, 11 years ago. It was somebody I was dating and we was going out. I said to myself in my head, like, oh damn, what you got on is really revealing. But I didn't say it to her. But I don't think it's appropriate for a daytime birthday party at a park. If you want to step out, that's your prerogative. You're grown. I didn't think it was appropriate for the party here, but that's just me.
I love this comment, Sean. It cracked me up. Y'all better stop cussing in front of these kids. Mia's mom. She
Right.
was
Right.
like, get yourself
Right.
together, regardless of what's going on. You're still Mia's mom, and I need you to conduct yourself as such. This is not something that I feel like is appropriate for a kid's birthday party, but in like retrospect, just with Mia's character, she's always trying to stunt. So I think she maybe saw this as a moment, like not only, I'm gonna make sure Lamont. A lot of baby mamas do this. Maybe not to this extent, but when you about to roll up on your baby father, like I'm gonna make sure I look to the nines because you ain't never gonna get this again. It felt like that's the type of energy that Mia was on. Because I was surprised she even got in the bouncy house. Like, when did you do that? This is a very tiny dress.
Yeah. Right.
But this was how did you feel about Tiffany? Did you feel like she was genuine rolling up to the party? Because I love when she waved and Mia was like, ugh. It's like, Mia, can you be mature, please?
Right. Yeah. Mia's a mess. Tiffany is cool. I don't want to say I'm in love with her, but she's cool. But I don't understand why she was there to begin with. I know that she is dating Lamont, but in my opinion, my lack of experience as a parent, they should have communicated better to know if their daughters are really friends or not. That's just, I mean, Mia was childish as hell, but for Lamont, this is the only thing I really didn't like about Lamont. I felt that he was trying to rub it in her face. And I only say that, I wouldn't say that if the daughters were actually friends. But I just feel that as a parent, you should know how your daughter feels about every invitation that's going to go out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just me. And so while he did, I like the way he conducted himself at the very end of the episode when he was packing up the car. But
Mhm.
okay, Lamont and Mia's daughter, is her name Lulu? Or is Tiffany's daughter's name Lulu?
Tiffany's daughter's name Lulu. Her name is
Okay.
Melissa. Yeah.
Melissa, okay. When Melissa was like, yeah, you're right, because Melissa said, why is Lulu here? Little explanation point went over my head. I was like, Lamar, why are you bringing the baby mama of and your daughter don't even like her? That's just really problematic right there.
Mm.
I couldn't wait to talk about that.
I'm not understanding how, because both of them have been verbal in the show, like to say that, oh, this is just, how could you sleep with her? Like, Melissa only has this one friend. I'm like, when were they friends? Because I thought this was like a temporary thing. Like, kids argue, fight, and their best friends the next. Like, ever since we've seen them engage outside of that little moment they were playing in the background at the park, this has been very negative. Like, I was like, oh my God, Melissa really don't like this baby.
Yeah, and even Lulu, like the lack of her communication. I mean, I know she's a child, but you know, she didn't communicate with her mom. Like, oh, hey, mom, where are we going? Oh, we're going to Melissa's birthday party. Yeah, do we have to go, mom? We're not really friends. You know, I don't really feel like Lulu is wanting to be Melissa's friend. You know, I kind of think it's a mutual thing here. You know, like they don't like each other type thing.
I think it's more so like it's one thing for us to hang out sometime, have a play day here and there. Oh, I saw you at gymnastics. Like, now that you guys are together, I'm seeing this little girl all the time in my face. Maybe we weren't built to be, you know, spending this much time together. But on Lamont's end, I did hear Tiffany say, I love when the mom took the bite out of the cake pop. She was like, oh, this good. Mia looked like, if you don't take that gun, don't even say they good. But she said that there's strawberry and there's something. Melissa asked me to make them. So I'm thinking that, you know, she was thinking that she was walking into a comfortable situation of being there when this was never going to be that. It's too soon, Tiffany. It's too freaking soon. But yeah, they need to really take into account how much these little girls don't like each other, because the way this episode went, I was like, what?
This is crazy. Yeah. Let me ask you this though. So I can't remember if it was episode 7 or 6 where Lamont and Mia had the confrontation at the studio, you know, where he was like, you know, you all on your bullshit, you having us all in my face. Yeah. Mia tried to push back and was like, you're dating Tiffany. So in this instance, do you think that Lamont was wrong? Just screw the children. Well, that's a bad choice of words. Not thinking about the children and their relationship or their friendship or lack thereof. Do you think Lamont was rude by bringing Tiffany, or, well, I guess there's only reason he would bring them is because of children. But do you think Lamont was trying to rub it in Mia's face, or do you think he was
definitely
okay?
It was a little bit of both, but me, like, if this is anybody who's ever been with somebody who has a, you know, baby mother, baby father, I've been there. It's a time and a place for everything. Lamont is very aware of Mia's feelings, and we just had this big outburst last episode. So if that's the type of energy that you're on, I'm definitely not bringing my new requited love around. Like, it's too early for any of that. This was always going to be a negative tension-filled space, whether it was with the girls or Mia or whatever. So I just wouldn't have done that until, you know, a little bit of, I think on one slide where they're at the car and he's telling Mia, like, I'm not interested by, I put like, bye girl, I'm changed overnight. Lamont is not far removed from trying to fly out to go be with Mia. So that was, you know, pretty recent. He was still entertaining her, you know, in the DM, oh, you look good and all this other stuff. So for him to just jump and be like, oh, this is it and I'm just done. Cool. But, you know, things like that don't happen overnight. It takes time. So I thought that this whole situation was a little too soon, not just for them, but for these kids as well, because they just really don't like each other. I was like, I think this past frenemies, this is terrible.
Yeah. Would you have left? Well, if you were Tiffany, would you have left when you felt the beef and the tension? You know, would you have took it like, hey, let's go? I mean, not made a scene, just. Yeah,
I would have definitely, like, you know, happy birthday. Thank you for inviting me. Like, here's your gift. Maki Dada, I'm leaving. Right. I'm leaving. I
wouldn't even done that. I just would have put the gift on the table and 10 minutes later, I was like,
well, say bye to the people, B.
No,
like, bye. Like, yeah, why are you going? Like, no, it don't even matter. I'll talk to you about it later. This is Melissa's day. I don't want to make it a thing, but clearly I'm not welcome here at this party. This is why a lot of people who aren't together and have children, they have separate birthday parties. But let's keep going. I had to put a little girlfriend there. You ever want to know somebody hating on your relationship? And like your little boyfriend, your little girlfriend. I mean, they haters. Don't have that person around. Let's move on. This is also happening at the party. Shauna being a good Samaritan. Shauna is feeling some type of way about Gat and his hobo tour, as Lovely T would say. He's on this tour trying to milk this whole situation, and she's just like, no. She goes on a whole live rant about what really happened in the room and the type of energy that Gat is really on. How did you feel about this, B?
I loved it, man. I'm glad he got called out. I'm not one to just be like, yeah, you know, call him out, you know, destroy his name, you know, throw him under the bus. But it was necessary, you know, because I like that she said that you assaulted me, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
He still needs to get punched in the face or in the gut. I hope it happens in season 3.
Yeah.
But this was definitely something that I did agree with of Shauna doing. I love the energy because he's an a-hole, man. You know, and I think we talked about. I think you said the exact words that when she was backstage, she was like, "Shauna, read the room, okay?
Yeah.
They're just trying to have sex and have fun, and you over here trying to do this and that." But I'm still glad that she called him out for his
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Yeah, it was nice. I wish we, get into it rolled over into kind of Shauna joining in with everybody else. Once you bring attention to the situation, you're bringing attention to yourself, whether you wanted it to come from a good place or not. With Lord AK trending in his situation, anybody who is familiar with him talking about it, they are leeching off of it. Because I think we hear when Mia says that, Courtney's going to put the record out and push me on it as well, it may be a thing. And he's also pushing the Lord AK thing too. So it's not just baby Gat. It's not just Gat. It's all of them. Like, and it just, it became a thing by association that this drawed attention to them when Shauna was trying to go at Gat for the exact same thing. I thought that was funny in the episode. But yeah, the shirt and the tie just takes me out. Anybody lying, they wearing a shirt and tie and they get on them cameras with a sweater, it's over. They lying.
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, she knew all the members of Wu-Tang. Just groupies. Just groupies. I'm just sick of it. She was a groupie. Asked her why she was in the room. Just trying to, still savage the get. That's his screen names is Gatta Tat Tat everywhere. Yeah, just still in this moment trying to throw a little salt on Shauna's name. We was there. We know what happens, but this is the kind of dude that is topping the charts with the lights of rain. Okay, let's move on from Gat. This was funny. I put Mia missing what she never wanted. No ninjas. Like, can you please stop talking about the niggas? Like, oh, now you don't want to talk about the niggas. Now you don't want to talk about the niggas. Mia, it was all about that. I think it's pretty interesting. I like the dynamic with the friends. You have the one friend, she is taking the situation for what it is, regardless, you guys have to be mature. For Mia and Lamont, he has been doing well regardless. Like he's stepping up as a father. Like, yeah, and we have the other friend, F him, forget Lamont. I'm like, forget him, he ain't nobody, he's just gonna be making beats doing nothing all his life. He ain't never remember in 85 when he helped you buy them diapers. Like,
Yeah.
a little bitter, but how did you feel about this bouncy house scene?
Yeah, again, this was my favorite scene in the whole show, a whole episode. Just them being in there. I kind of I wish we would have saw them, going in and out. That would have been even funnier.
Well, they were fine. The friends were dressed
there.
appropriately. B. Like, it was.
Yeah,
I want to know how
I didn't even mean it like that. Like, looking at their bodies, they do look good, but I just meant it's just funny seeing a grown person, trying to crawl into a bouncy house. It's kind of like I heard a woman make fun of. She said it's a funny scene where men are trying to make their bed and they're trying to put the sheet on it on the last corner, and they're gonna kind of hop to do it. She said it's just funny seeing men do that, and I can put myself in a woman's shoes, and it's just kind of funny looking, I guess, because I had to do that last night. But anyway, it's just seeing them in there. I know this is a scene earlier. Somebody made a comment where y'all better stop all that cussing in there, but this was kind of like a funny therapy scene, and I don't even think the kids were in the bouncy house anymore. I think they probably kicked them out.
It was some in there. That's why the mom was like, "Can y'all stop talking like this in front of these kids? Y'all not in here alone."
Right. I'm tripping. But yeah, it was cool. I like what is the yellow shirt? Is it Tasha? That's her name, Tasha, right?
I think her name is Tasha on, I think, Insecure.
Right. I forgot her name, and I got a crush on her. If y'all didn't know, I do. And it's just something about her I really like. She's the one that defended Lamont. She was like, well, him smoking weed and making beats is the one that put some, food on the table at some point. I like
well together. Like I thought really trying to take something away from the situation. Our other friend over here, like, we trying to get to the niggas. I just thought it was really funny how at this point Mia was like, we was just becoming friends. It's like, Mia, I think she's kind of settling into realizing, beyond her own selfish means for keeping Lamont on a string or whatever she was trying to do. I think it's hitting her like this is somebody I cared about. This was, the father of my daughter. And I was just kind of treating him like all the other little Cash and Courtney's, like maybe I made the wrong decision and moving the way I was. Yes, Mia. And it's too late. It's too late, girl. It's absolutely too late.
Joshua is funny here with his comment. I would so she did look good in that scene, but it's besides that, it's something about her that I like.
Every single sex scene and Insecure.
That was like season 1, episode 1, I think, or end of the season. That was end of the season episode. You know what I'm trying to say.
Brandon Dominique lives in Texas. Now,
I
be keeping. That's why I be trying to keep B on tabs. B, I told you she lived here. I told you to shoot your shot.
I think you did say that. I'm not gonna shoot my shot, but most I'll do is comment on a public post. I'm not gonna slide the DMs.
You're supposed to slide in the DM. Hey girl, how you doing? I'm Brandon. Keep
that's risky.
Oh, the hood minions and these frenemies. And I put it here, you don't know now, but you gonna find out. It turned into you guys served like overnight. I was like, what is going on with this dance battle? What is happening? First, how did you feel about the hood? How did you feel about the hood minions, B?
I liked it. I'm sorry, I was laughing at Minister Crush's comment. But yeah, I didn't know. I like the minions things. That was a good move for Mia there. I kind of had a flashback because I remember somebody asked me to do that at a party for their child. Like, hey, I need some men to come in. I was like, no, that's not for me. I'm sorry.
Kids, B.
No, I'll do it for my kids or my nephews. Maybe I'll still be uncomfortable, but yeah. But yeah, Mia is awful. Mia's awful. Like, just get close and get in the face, serve.
Mia thought this was a she treated this birthday party like a competition. Like, now I'm trying to upstage not just Lamont, but Tiffany too, and prove that I'm still girl, this is the beginning stages of Lamont in this relationship, or maybe not wanting to be with you. There may be another Tiffany, or this is not nobody's competing with you.
Yeah.
Nobody's competing with you. But when we got to the baby getting hit in the face, B, I was like, I ran it back because I thought it was like a dream scene.
That's awful, man.
Melissa, you and your mama, y'all gotta go.
Yeah.
I was like, she really mad about that baby flexing her little leg lifts? Like, I don't think of course, she didn't mean to, but with Mia trying so hard to edge the baby on, she pushed her as she was dancing and she hit her in the face. Like, B, what would you do if this was, you in this situation?
Ooh, I don't know, man, because you don't want to go to jail, man. But you can't just, man. That's a tough one. Why do I keep calling you Tasha? That's a tough one, Tyra. That is a tough one. Tiffany handled it well. I'm glad that she said something like, "How did she get hit?" She had every right to war right there, man. I'm glad that she didn't get physical with Mia. But if she did, I don't know if I would have been upset, because that's just that's just awful, man.
Better than me. Tiffany's better than me.
Okay.
Girl, if you wouldn't been doing the most, my baby wouldn't have got hit.
What would you have done? Would you have gotten physical or just loud, and in her face? Neither answer is bad. I'm just curious.
It maybe would have been a little bit of both, because this would have pissed me off. Because no, you're not supposed to be pitting children against each other. First of all, I would have calmed Melissa down. Like, Melissa does a lot. How did you feel about the way Melissa was dancing at this party?
But she get it from her mama.
We know that, but did you think it was appropriate for her age? Like once again, you can see the dimensions in the parenting. Like, when you got into Lulu, she was like, I'm not gonna get out there and do any of that. Girl, I'm gonna show you this plie. I'm gonna lift my leg and do some of the stuff I learned in gymnastics. I don't dance like that at the house with my mom. But you have Melissa. Mellissa's 2 seconds away from crumping and twerking. You have I loved it because this was very genuine. We do have parents like this who don't mind a little bit more adult dancing, and they hype their kid. That's my baby. Yeah, you better shake it. Like, I'm not the parent.
If I was Lamont, I would have ripped the cord out the socket to kill the music. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna see my daughter dancing like that in any way, shape, or form. Are you serious? And I mean, I know he don't want to embarrass her, but yeah, man, you know,
That's the
I would have
generation,
felt more comfortable if he would have instilled in her is like, okay, this is not going down anywhere, you know, whether
dude.
I'm there or not. So yeah, it was kind of uncomfortable to be honest with
Yeah, it was I didn't they lingered a little bit. I was like, "Okay." They lingered, which made me pay attention to her dancing. A lot of it was appropriate, and then it got to a point where it's like, "Oh, that's a little too far for my taste," but I
you.
do
No,
know a lot of parents like this, and this is the generation of, "Oh, y'all doing too much. Let them kids be kids. Like, just let." I'm not
no,
no.
no,
No.
no.
But I love the dimensions in the parenting that we get in the show when it comes to Tiffany and the children. You can definitely see a difference. Not to say that Mia is a bad mom, but we definitely know that Melissa is Mia's daughter.
Yeah, and eh, I thought that Dominique was. I mean, I know they was trying to be funny with it, and that's just her character. But I kind of thought like, why are you having your hands on the ground with your ass up in the air in front of the kids?
Mhm.
You know, do that at the club
Yeah.
at least or at the crib. But yeah, that was a
So
lot. A
the
lot.
faithful planner said it's majorette. Dancing in that culture, it's not a big deal. Let's see. I can understand that also. I know it's different for everybody. I know for myself and my parenting comfort level, it's just some things I don't want, especially like how old was Melissa turning? Now, you know, she can't be, too old. I just felt like it got borderline inappropriate for my taste personally. Let's see. We never danced like that though. Let's see. Agree. Lamont need to step on that.
Yeah,
But all of them are from the same type of. Tiffany is a completely different thing for Lamont. I think that's why he likes her also because she is so different from Mia. But this is something I'm sure Lamont is accustomed to also. Like, oh, maybe just dancing, but it's too much. Melissa
mm,
been acting out since Mia started rapping. They did step it up. They did step it up. But yeah, this would have upset me. My baby getting hit in the nose. Nope. You
yeah.
already done made fun of my cake pops and stuff. Let me just punch you because I feel like it was on purpose. I had to get this here for you, B.
There you go. There you go. Good job. Good
I
job.
personally went and got this for you, B. Like I had all my little slides together. I was like, I'm missing something. Something was funny to me. What am I missing? I was like,
Yeah,
oh, because like
that's
who
my
wanna
crush,
dance?
bro.
Who wanna be a minion? Like me, I wanna dance. Like this was funny to me because we all have those moments where a kid's party becomes very adult and the liquor comes out. Yeah, this was funny to me, but she's always gonna have a good time. But get your last little looks in, B, before we move on.
Yeah, I mean, I got the episode over here. I can do all that, but no, and I just like her. Real talk. Is this something really genuine about her? In real
Mhm.
life, I don't know why. It's just I just do, but yeah, but this was too much for me. I was just like, stop it. This is crazy. This is you got children everywhere. The sun is out. Like stop it.
This is legit what the sun is out. This is legit what be happening to me. Like I'm sure you done been to a party where it's like, oh, like, hey, like, hold on, this is what happened. This is a kids' party.
Yeah,
We are finally viral for the right reasons after so long.
hmm
We have,
hmm
Flo Millie as well as Rico Nasty commenting on the situation with Shauna and her speaking up about Gat. If you don't know who these two ladies are, these are, them real tough underground female rappers that's, bubbling under. They've been in the game for a minute, but they have, reached certain spaces, but they have, some bops if you want to go check them out. But yeah, Shauna's like, oh, I'm being embraced by the female. This is what I always like. She was very like, oh, and then we're making the shade rooms and the blogs and all these other good things. And then that's when you have Mia go, you know what, maybe we need to really make a decision now. We can't, she blatantly says, like, we can't do this without Chastity. Chastity is family because you have Francois trying to capitalize on the moment and release their single right now. Like tonight it needs to drop. How did you feel about this? And did you feel like in the end that Mia would be the one? Because I thought with this, maybe they were going to go head to head and maybe split like Mia, you know what? I'm sticking with Chastity and maybe Shauna making the decision to go with Francois because she mentioned Chastity several times and considering her family and considering what she's done for them.
I hated the comment that Shauna made when she's like Francois' family too. That was dumb to me. That's just what stood out to me. I like that he was hyping her up though, like, yeah, let's capitalize on the situation.
Mhm.
that was cool.
It's
But
like, no, I didn't want to do it, not for that. And then it's gonna make me like Gat and everybody else. No. Then of course, in the end, that never mattered.
right, right, yeah. I mean, it's cool. Shout out to Shauna for that.
TP said kids bop after that. Shauna wants validation so bad. Yeah, she needed it. She was very hyped because Shauna always goes viral so far for the wrong stuff, and they always
Mhm.
getting roasted online. So now not only are we going viral, but we're getting some exposure. They say the files are like, okay, yeah, this is a bubbling moment. We need to release the single. But for me to do that, y'all have to release Chastity. That's such a trash ultimatum, and that says a whole lot about Francois's character. But the girls just don't care about that, of course. And it's been great. We got over 100 people in the chat, for a strong minute. But thank you guys so much for being here and supporting and hitting that like button. Like, keep doing that. Girl, I'm evolved overnight. I'm good. Lamont is really done. Do you think he's really, really, really done, B?
Yes, I do. And I
Mm.
was smiling ear to ear. I love that. I'm not here for all that ghetto or whatever he said. I was smiling. And I think he has every reason to feel that way because his daughter got hit because she was egging it on. And so I think he really is done. I think it will take. I mean, they're going to have their relationship because he's the father. So they have to work it out.
Definitely.
But I think he's done, and unless no, yeah, he's done. When he picks up Melissa, he's not coming in. He's gonna stand outside. May only say hello, good morning, and good night. When
Mhm.
they're passing ways, and I don't blame him. I really don't.
I did like that she was still trying to look out for Lamont. And I love that comment at the top. I think that was Dipples on Demand. You said that man at the table, Kurt, it didn't seem like he knew anything. He know nothing about no meeting, nothing about what Chastity was talking about. It really did feel like that. He was like, he just all of this was just a finesse situation for her to have her way with Chastity until it's just like, oh, what happened to that? And it's always gonna be I'm getting to a situation and nothing was ever actually gonna happen. But she did think about Lamont, like this could be something for the both of us. They want you to produce and all this other stuff. Like, I miss you. Like, Lamont's like, huh, girl, what?
Yeah.
Get out of my face. That was really funny to me, but I just hope that this was all genuine on Lamont's part, and he's very seriously moving on, and that he doesn't step back at all and go and entertain Mia, because clearly this is a very toxic situation, and it feels like he's finally like seeing, like, I'm not gonna disrespect you. I still love you as Melissa's mother, but kind of seeing her for who she is as a partner. Like, this is not anything I want to deal with. I want to try something different with Tiffany. And to do that, I don't need to be in nobody's studio with you. No, nothing. Let's just keep it at Melissa. And you got to respect that.
Hmm.
Wow.
Hmm.
I did not know we were going to end up here this season. Like, Lamont got a girlfriend and then walked away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you going to jail today? You're going to jail
Mm.
today.
Amazing. Amazing. Amazing.
I'm about to do this bid, man. He about to go to jail.
I don't feel sorry for him at all. At all. So
Oh, he's just, oh, I just don't want to go to no party. Like, they kept pushing it, like if Shauna didn't show up for his going away party, that he was gonna turn her in. It's like, if y'all don't come on here, but they pushed it. In the end, he decides to take on this situation all by himself. Did you think this was the best decision, B?
sure. You know, I mean, I'm not saying I wanted him to snitch or anything like that. So,
Hmm.
what he did was awful, but at least he is trying to pay for his mistakes in some way. So,
But
I give him that credit. So
that's on the outside though. Is there like a limitation on anything? Can he still like try to get time off? Like, I didn't say anything before, but there is, a Shauna blah blah blah. She was in on it. I would like to add her to this as well. Like, can he still do that? Is that still an option? Because
I
he's
mean, I'm
very
sure
go ahead.
I'm sure it is, but that would be effed up for him to do that, in my opinion.
I I think Shauna kind of shot herself in the foot a little bit by not. You was, pretending this whole time, girl. Bring it on home. I would have been trying to put a little, here you go, little something on your books, baby.
Yeah.
Because from the looks of it, when she says like, "Oh, things are happening," it's like, "Oh, you out here going viral and living your best life, and now I'm gonna go and have to, go to jail." And I thought, I didn't think it was a smart decision for her to get all the way up to this point and not go to his going away party. I thought she dropped the ball a little bit. Like, if you gonna pretend, bring it all the way home, put some money
Yeah,
on his books,
I got
because
it. Good point.
I can feel him maybe getting into a position of resentment. You locked up and you seeing her on TV or in videos and interviews, and it's just like, yeah, you could have been here and I could have had less time. Maybe if it's not too late, I want to take her ass down too. I
How
don't
long
know.
is he gonna be there? 18 months, a year and a half? Is that what they said, or is
Yeah,
it okay?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm. Minister Crush said real men don't operate that way. Shit. Exactly, real man. Like, I'm hoping that, it doesn't go that way, but I would have definitely brought it all the way home and stayed, and okay, I'll be there. Like, I'll bring the ice. I'm coming to the party.
Mhm.
Let's see. Minister Crush says 15 months. Even shorter. They just made it seem like he finna do a 5-year bid. Not to take away from his energy, but like, boy, go on in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maurice had me pissed at the end. I was like, did you want him to turn her in? Did you want him to turn her in, B?
No, I didn't want him to.
Mm.
Yeah, no, because that's just going against the code that I have. Like, I mean, if she got caught too, she got caught. But why? No, that would have been some whole. No, that would have been messed up if he turned her in my opinion.
Minister Cruz. See, exactly what I'm saying. Shauna never has her priorities straight. Fool. This dude can put you away. Go to the party. That's all I was saying. It just, all of these little moments count. And as emotional as he was, I would have took my butt to that party. But leaving this here and getting into real emotion. After everything I done for y'all, did you feel sorry for Chastity at all?
Uh, well, I was about to, but she lied and said that the deal went through when it didn't. So
Hmm.
I was wondering what would have happened if it didn't work out with Francois and like,
Hold on, B. You keep saying, what deal? You talking about the deal with Kurt?
yeah.
I thought it went through. I thought when the lady, it was like, I'm not dealing with you romantically or business wise. What you're not going to do is you. But with Kurt, he was still kind of entertaining it. And Chester just kind of walked off vindicated, like, that's unfortunate, but I did what I had to do for the girls and for this moment. I thought the deal was on the table, and I'm feeling like it was, because why would Gat or Raina Rain entertain anything Chastity has to say?
What?
Yeah, I
Why
thought
would
that.
wait. How can why if the deal went through, why would Chastity be there with Gat and Rain Rain?
That's what
That
I'm
doesn't
saying.
make any
If it's
sense.
just like, the deal has gone through, I don't have, these two artists, because the Kurt was saying he's worried about, it's risky. They're new, they don't have a backing. Rain Rain has a backing, and she's, not new at all. So if it's just like, if the deal's still on the table, I don't have these two girls, but I do have Rain Rain.
I interpret it as Chastity was at the meeting with the chick, and I forgot her name, and
Mhm.
Kurt. He probably was like, okay, we didn't see it, of course, but hey, let me get back to you.
Yeah.
You know, excuse me, I hear your spiel. I love your passion, all that. Let me follow up with you. I'll get back to you. I don't think that he's gonna go through with it. And then a girl came out there and was like, we're done. I
So
don't
she
see how
lied, B?
yeah, I don't see how the
Oh,
deal could go.
Chastity!
Yeah, I don't see how the deal could go through, but oh girl, in the relationships, like obviously we move in different ways. I don't think this is gonna work out here and otherwise. So I
No.
don't, that's even I was saying that
I
yeah, I don't
we interpreted something
and
totally different.
yeah, and because think about this. Why like Chastity, I feel that Chastity getting with Rain and Gats, I don't if the no. Well, that doesn't make sense what I was about to say. I just don't think the deal went through. I
Hmm.
just don't. I could be wrong, but I don't think it went through.
Because Chastity rarely like lies to the girls, even if this was a dire situation for like I'm gonna lose them if I don't have anything to present, so let me lie. But I thought something totally different, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying in here.
Yeah.
Let's see,
Dimple.
now that deal was off, and Duke went too gay to gossip about their business since she's not dealing with them anymore and felt wronged. Okay. She was just mad. Chastity stepped on her toes. The deal went through to y'all. Look, y'all can't be giving different answers.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, no,
No, the deal didn't go
yeah.
through. Chastity
What's up,
lied.
Dimples?
Okay.
Yeah, we
No, I genuinely thought the deal like I
now what could have happened is the deal went through, and because Mia and Shauna turned it down, she still
Mhm.
went to Raina Rain and Gat to be vindictive.
Mm.
But I don't think it went through. I don't think it went through. I guess we'll find out in season 3.
Amy says I
We're
was
gonna
so
come back.
confused too, but I thought the deal went through. I did too. I'm gonna go watch it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna definitely go watch it. But regardless of that, the girl said no. We are going with they did me. We are going with
Word.
Francois, and we are so sorry. Like this was very emotional. Like after everything I've done, like y'all don't know what I've had to do. We know what Chastity has had to do to, make sure y'all eat. And this is, how y'all do me. This was very unfortunate, but I cannot say I was surprised. In the most genuine way, they have never made Chastity a priority, especially Shauna. They were
You
always
said,
looking
yeah.
to kind of level up. And I don't think it was anything for Shauna to just kind of drop her and whatever, even though we felt like maybe they bonded this season over that little walk, but that just wasn't enough. I think
She
maybe
literally had to do some eating. And what if she would have said that, like, you know what I had to do? I had to sacrifice. I ate her coochie to get this deal too. And
that,
she kind of did though. She
she
kind
did.
of did.
As
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
she broke into, the car, took the money so they could get a nice room and they were eating and all of the other good stuff. Like it's been a whole lot. And to get here and hear like not only are you going with him, but I know what that means. That means you're not working with me, period, anymore. So everything I've done from season 1 all the way up until this point doesn't matter. Chastity dropped a whole tear. I was like, oh, Chastity. Oh, Chastity, this was unfortunate, but I just think moving forward, this was a lesson learned. There is no loyalty here. Everybody here
Mhm.
is for themselves and always going for the best opportunity. And right now, they just don't feel like you are. And Chastity, wiped her tears and left the table. I love these. I got these images at the top because they just after they said it, they couldn't even look at her with a straight face. I was like, y'all so trash for this. This is so trash. You had Mia. I just feel like if somebody was eating in the trenches with us, they need to be here. We can't do this to Chastity. Oh, girl. Yes, we can. From what it seems like, they are really stepping into who they are to get to where they want to be. This entails not only hurting Chastity, but we just want to send a shout out to Lord AK because this is for Lord. Like, oh, right, right up there with Gat milking the situation. They're just like everybody else. We trying to get to the bag, and if this is what we have to do to get on, this is what it is, and that's including Shauna, who was, trying to be above it this entire time. You are not above it. Ugh. This was trash. This was trash, and I felt really, really sorry for Chastity, but you got to get stuff in writing. That's all I can say. You can't be doing stuff on GP. No. We
Right.
have this here. I said, yes, Chastity, make Francois and them heifers mad. I did.
Oh
I
wow.
did, because B, that's who I want to see. I don't really care too much about the girls, but I know how much of a bitter Betty the likes of Francois is, and he already just has this disgust for Chastity. If he sees Chastity anywhere with Raina Rain and anything is working out, he is gonna just shit a brick, and I would love to see that.
Yes.
I would love to see that. But
Yes.
what do you think they're talking about?
Talking about bottom right, Chastity with
Yes,
Raina
yes,
Rain. Yeah.
Chastity with that whole
It's a
situation.
gossip fest. It's some mudslinging down there. It's some how can we get revenge type stuff. Because Chastity is bitter
Mhm.
because the girls didn't go through with her, and of course, Gad is bitter because Shauna put him on blast. And
Mhm.
then, Raina is upset too. She gonna jump in because they had the confrontation at the party a couple of episodes ago. So this is going to be, and then they made it. You know, they got the deal. They performing. They're dressing up like some circus clowns, which I'm gonna give my commentary on in a second. So they beef with all three of them, or at least Shauna did, and they made it too. So yeah, it's gonna be some serious shade next season, and I'm gonna check it out.
Definitely not burning any bridges. Dimples on demand. Chastity is always about business first. Like the same about, I don't like this guy just as much as the next person, but I'm going to do what I need to do. Of course, her not burning that bridge at that party when he did what he did to Shauna, regardless of how trash he is, it lends itself to this situation now to where she could either work with him or maybe work with the both of them. Like, who knows? But it's going to be messy and I can't wait for it. Getting into this video shoot for their single, like, I love we didn't end off with Duke being bitter in her apartment, throwing that phone, just like, this is what it is. Like, no, I'm going to come back. I'm Duke. It's a video. How did you feel about this video, B, in the song? I know you like the song.
It looked ridiculous. They look retarded. And I'm just being honest with you. I'm glad that they made it. But especially this looks more like Mia's character. Shauna, she's an attractive woman, but this just looks just ridiculous. It doesn't look authentic at all. I'm the type of person, just be yourself, whatever type of artist you are. It's just kind of like at the very beginning of the season when they was doing that other video shoot with Rain to Rain, and they was saying crack is good or something, or whatever.
Good in the maid costumes.
They look crazy then, or at least Shauna. It just doesn't. It looks performative. This looks like they look like a female version of Kodak Black. Like here, it's just I don't like it.
Hey, B, I like me some Kodak Black. Kodak Black slaps.
the way he looks, I just, and if you like that, that's fine. It ain't for me. If I didn't know them and I saw the cover of this, I would keep going, So.
Licking that damn hammer gonna get technical. I expect this from Mia, because Mia, this is very much on brand for Mia. This just goes to show how far from last season to now that Shauna has gotten, because this is something that the Shauna we met, she wouldn't dare be comfortable doing this or want to subject herself to it, feeling like it's beneath her, feeling like the music, the song that they are singing is just not what I'm trying to be here for. So it just goes to show to, get to where you want to be, you're willing to change a lot of things about yourself. And Shauna is living proof of that. This is a completely different Shauna. Like
100%. 100%. It's kind of like, if Shauna continues on this path, she is going to feel exactly like Lord AK did before he set himself on fire. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't change myself. They had a conversation about keeping it real and being genuine in all yourself and not, going over to the dark side, drinking the Kool-Aid. And she done just poured the whole thing in her face, So again, Mia, this is more Mia. This is not Shauna at all.
Yeah.
And TG5455, what word are you talking about? No.
TG is trolling.
The ardent word. Okay. You're right. I shouldn't say that word. I got you.
Is trolling. Let's see. Lamont needs to produce Gat in the white girl rapper Rain to Rain album managed by Chastity. Oh, that's just be really messy. Now y'all want to make me a cry. Let's see. Did they get the deal, B? Child. Yeah, they got I'm gonna watch it again. Duke plays the game. You hear me? She does. We went right back and like, hey, you remember? Yeah, I got all types of information. Let's see. Once again, I wonder, since Chastity is gonna be managing Gat, will she tell them Shauna scamming secrets to get back at her? I don't know. I don't see that in Duke. I don't see that in Duke's character. I think her get back is going to be success. Like, I wasn't successful with y'all, but with them, whoever it is, this could have been you. This could have been you. And I think we're going to get into them naturally as a natural progression. I just feel like working with the likes of Francois, they have to be miserable. Like, there's no other way to be. There's no other way to be. Let's see. Felt like we could have gotten 2 more episodes out of the season. You know that's Issa MO. Y'all getting 8 episodes. Y'all getting 8 episodes of whatever. I don't see Chastity sharing secrets. Yeah, absolutely not. Let's see. I want Chastity to have success. She deserves to be happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
success is the best revenge.
Yeah.
That's the best.
But getting all the way to the end, B, and just wrapping it up, do you feel like the show will get a 3rd season?
I do. I think there's still more story to tell. There was a good wrap up, uh, but they did leave us wanting to know what's going to happen next. You know, is Francois going to be on the corner with some busted, Air Force Ones, K Swiss?
What?
Um, you know, is Chastity and Rain and Gat, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna retaliate? And you know, what is Shauna and Mia's music career gonna look like? But if they
Mhm.
wanted to end it here, they could, because Shauna, they could just end it with Shauna and Mia being successful, and they got the bag. So you know, either way, um,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't know. With my show, my the Lakers dynasty not making it, I'm not sure about nothing now because that show was superb. Maybe
good
with the
point.
backing of Issa Rae, it'll keep going just off the strength of her. But I know that this show isn't one of the bigger shows that just get so many ratings and engagement and everybody's talking about it. So there is a possibility that it won't get renewed again. But with the way that it was left off, I would really like to see the story continue on and see what happened personally. So I would
Yeah,
definitely be here for that. But that is the finale episode of season 2, y'all.
yeah,
This has been great. These are the most people that we have had in this chat for this show so far. So that was great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. B, as usual, I am going to give you this whole situation so you can tell the people to come over there and watch your Color Purple video. Go ahead,
yes,
B.
yes, yes. What's going on? How y'all doing? Be Avery, just my opinion reviews. Thank you for tuning in. Tyra, thank you for having me. But if you want to know what's going on my channel, here we go. Tomorrow, I will be going live, around 6:30 p.m. CST for a superhero comic book show. Nothing but superhero comic book news. Sunday at 6:30 p.m. CST, I'll be going live again for entertainment news, all the movies and television stuff. The biggest topic of Sunday. And Tyra, you are welcome to come through and talk about it if you want to. Taraji P. Henson has been very vocal about pay disparity in Hollywood with all of her hard work. Now she's not getting equal pay. Unfortunately, there's also apparently some beef with her and Oprah Winfrey during the press tour. My preview, I'm disappointed with how Oprah was acting. I think very childish, and you've been doing this for over 40 years. So I'm definitely going to be talking about that. I also have some Jonathan Majors news that I dropped on my video tab. Unfortunately, he was guilty and fired from Marvel. And so I have some commentary there. I also have my movie review up for Rebel Moon that dropped on Netflix, the latest Zack Snyder film yesterday. Also, me and Lamont dropped our episode recap for season 3 of Raising Kanan, episode 4. So check that out. Also have my Leave the World Behind review on Netflix, my Percy Jackson and the Olympians episodes 1 and 2 review on Disney Plus. I have an out of theater reaction and a full review for Aquaman, the latest film in the DCEU. I dropped my out of theater reaction for The Color Purple, and I think Sunday or tomorrow I'm gonna drop my full review for The Color Purple, and I'll just say, guys, it's fantastic. It's one of the better films that I saw this year. And if you didn't really like the original Color Purple that came out in '85 because it was, some scenes were depressing and stuff and made black men look bad, that is not the case. And I still like the original, but that's not the case for the new one. And also, they dropped the first episode for What If season 2 in the MCU, the Marvel Disney Plus show. I'm gonna be checking that out as well. And I have one more episode to go for Yu Yu Hakusho on Netflix. If you're into that, I may try to give you guys a review. But as soon as I'm done here, I got to take care of some business, and then I'm gonna be watching The Color Purple again and getting these What If episodes out. So I got a little bit of everything, man. And so yeah, Tyra, if you want to make me big, y'all, Tyra, how many people, or you can't, I can't hear you right now, but however many people are watching right now, look at my handle at Just My Opinion 84. Pull your phones out, wherever your tablets, your desktop, your whatever. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on X, Just My Opinion 84. About right now, I should be getting notifications right now saying so and so followed you, so and so followed you, so followed you. So hit me up on Instagram, man, because that's another way that you can see all of my content and what's going on. Because I'm trying to build my Instagram up as well. I'm gonna start going live on there more as well. So Just My Opinion 84 Instagram and X. I can't wait to see you guys following me so we can chop it up.
Yeah, go follow me too.
Yeah.
Go
Yes,
follow
yes.
me too.
I got one. Yeah, Dimples on Demand. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all
Thank
go
you.
and follow me too. Not even just, for those me trying to get my Instagram up at all. That is the main place that you guys will know what I'm dropping. I am so glad that if anybody who cut their notifications on for this video got notified, peace to you, because I get so many DMs and messages for people who did not. So if you really want to be on top of when I'm dropping a video or whatever's going on the channel, Instagram is the best place to be. Please go and follow me over there, because YouTube not going to tell you anything. As far as I am concerned, y'all, I ain't got that plethora of content like me. We all ain't that fortunate. But I will be going live Sunday to discuss the latest episode of Raising Caning with Vacay JTV. And I did just drop a new video for the TLC story. I just dropped a video for the Temptations. I dropped another video for the Craft. So there is a plethora of things there. Please remember that there's a paywall for this channel. I rarely do any of my movies for free. My great, wonderful subs are supporting me there to purchase those movies. So if you're interested in that, hit me up about that also. But follow me and follow B. His information is in the chat. Go link and watch all this stuff here. Like, y'all don't need nothing else. Just go over there. But this has been great. B, if you don't have anything else to add, I'm going to get us on up out of here. Thank you guys for rocking with us for 8 episodes of Rap Shit. Bye,
Peace
y'all.
out.
Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG, Bobby.